beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-September right through to mid-October 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details, I will never ask for personal details, and I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your singles love reading for those of you who are looking for love. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect an outcome. So let us see what is happening for you. Now, just to let you know, your 2nd and 8th house is starred for this month as we move into October. And that's all about money, finances, property, how you value yourself. And, you maybe focus a little bit more on job or money related issues as you move through the month. So looking for love, maybe something that is a secondary sort of influence in your mind. Also, we have 6 planets in retrograde. So finding love during this period is going to be difficult for the collective. I'm not going to lie to you, but it can happen. So let's see what's coming up for you anyway. We've got the first card. We've got the card of commitment for you. We've also got passion and we've got soul connection. So there's definitely something on the horizon for you. I'm going to go deeper and find out what is happening there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Now, of course, we got the Devil card there. We have a clash between Venus, the planet of love, and erratic Uranus. And that occurs right to pretty much the end of the month. So Venus, of course, being the planet of love, and Uranus, it can bring some shocking changes. Also, we have Mercury in retrograde, and that can bring exes back into our energetic sphere. So there can be an opportunity for someone from your past to reach out and tell you how they feel. Of course, if you do not want to be with that person, then of course you're going to ignore them or cut them out in some way. But Mercury retrograde does tend to favor people from the past returning. Okay, so I've just got to go get that card. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What are they meant to see? Can you please show them what are they meant to be aware of during this period? Okay, and we get 3 more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What are they meant to see? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Okay, so you've got options here coming on in love, and I definitely see you closing a door to the past on anything that perhaps you may have been obsessed about in the past, whether it was a breakup. There's definitely a new energy entering into the mix. I'm just going to go get that card for you. One moment, please. It just fell down there. I'm just going to scooch it off screen. Nobody needs to see me bending over. You do not need to see my butt on the camera as I bend over there. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Swords. I'm only taking the uprights in this deck just so you're aware. Now, let us see what's going on for you. We do have commitment. Now, this is the protagonist energy, something that you're looking for a divine connection. You give your all, my beautiful Leo. You have such a beautiful, warm, loving heart. You're so giving. And, they tend to say that Leos, they fall in love easily, but that's not true at all. You have one of the most deepest, affectionate, let me get the word out, affectionate, loving heart that there is to offer in the zodiac. And when you give your heart, you give your all. So you know that by giving your heart all the time, it would just be futile. So you do not fall in love easily. You know, sometimes I feel Leos are misunderstood and misrepresented when it comes to that, because Leos are actually very deep when it comes to love, okay? Often Leos tend to be quite shy as well. You know, everyone always says, you know, Leos, they like to show off, or they like to be the center of attention. Now, humans in general, we like to find our moments, pockets of moments to be the center of attention, of course, but we don't always crave the limelight. And as a Leo, I feel you're the same. Sometimes you actually shy away from people because you feel overwhelmed that you're picking up their energy, and you can't always be shining, you can't always be on. Now you do have a natural shine that is within you, and of course it comes naturally to you, but sometimes you get really exhausted. So when people say that Leos always like to stand out from the crowd, it's something you naturally do, but it's not something you're doing on purpose to put all the attention on you. So sometimes I feel Leos get a bit of a bad rap. I've got a Leo moon as well, so that does tend to affect me also. I'm a Scorpio sun, just so you're aware. But this energy here, I feel like you are going to stand out from the crowd when it comes to meeting this new person. There is definitely someone on the horizon. I see actually you have a choice because we've got the 7 of Cups here. And I feel like you're doing some healing though from a previous circumstance with regards to love. You've known what it is to be in a relationship that has been passionate, fiery, intense, but also a little bit negative for you, okay? I feel like you may have got burnt in a previous relationship, and it may have made you feel a little bit cautious when it comes to opening up to love again, okay? But definitely we got number 5 there, which is about, marriage, high level commitment. Some of you may have even been in a high level commitment or marriage before, so you know what a toxic union can be like, or you know what a relationship can be when it's based on obsession, because I get this energy with the Devil card there, that there is obsessive energy, okay? Sometimes we tend to get obsessive about our partners, especially when we first meet each other. We become all consumed by love, lust, intention, all of those things, and passion. And that's wonderful, but it's not sustainable. So it's about finding the balance in order to find a solid foundation when you're getting to meet and learn to know more about a person when we meet them for the first time. It's about, it doesn't have to be slow and steady. It's nice to get a solid foundation. All that hot and heavy passionate stuff is also very good, but make sure that it's love and not lust, because lust is something, whilst it's very intoxicating and very alluring, we've all been there, it's not something that's sustainable. Passion kind of burns out quite quickly, whereas love is the lasting energy, okay? Now also, and don't shoot the messenger when I tell you this, because we do have the Devil card here, there is definitely an energy of you being very intense, which is great, but also obsessive energy. Now, I want to explain what I mean by that. I'm not saying that you're going away obsessing over the partner of your desires or your dreams, although you may have fallen into that category at some stage. I know I have. It's all about noticing when we become so involved with a person that it borderlines between obsessive energy, and when we get into that state of loving someone so much, we tend to overgive, but most importantly, we tend to put people on a pedestal. So I want you to be aware of that. When we meet a person and we fall like head over heels in love with a person, we can put the other person on a pedestal. Remember, when you've put that person on a pedestal and you think, that person's great, the sun shines out of their you-know-what, you're actually looking up at that person because you put them higher than you. Okay, so it's something that sometimes we all fall into. It depends on our own confidence at the time, our own self-worth. So it's so important for you to realize commitment to self, knowing your self-worth is important. And because we do have that second house of you valuing yourself, that's a really good time actually to find love, because you're in a state of loving yourself, valuing yourself, and making sure that you get what you truly deserve, both in love and career and all of those things. But commitment is starred for you. This is the protagonist energy. You're looking for someone to be in love with long term. You're not looking for like a flash in the pan. But also I gotta say, it's clarified here by the Devil. So part of you is like, really, how can I put that? Very passionate, let's put it that way. Sometimes when we are looking for a deep commitment and we find that there's nobody about that we want to go deeper with in terms of commitment, we can, gravitate towards a fling. you know, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But if you're looking for a deep commitment, it's about asking yourself what you truly want. And if at first you're starting off going, you know what, I want to fling because I don't want any attachments, but further down the line, you start to get feelings and the other person is still in the flow of just having a fling, that's when we can start to get a little bit confused, muddled, and things start to get a little bit painful. So because we've got two juxtaposing cards here, I feel like the universe is saying, you know what you're looking for, because there is, I feel like a cycle of pain, resentment, heartbreak, sadness is coming to an end. So if you had a commitment with somebody else and it turned toxic, for example, because the Devil card can represent toxic energy, that is coming to an end. We've got the World card, which means you're entering a new cycle. You're embracing new love. There is actually someone here, a new person on the horizon that's going to pop out of nowhere for you. And this person, there's just this energy about you, my beautiful Leo. And again, please don't shoot the messenger when I say this. It's almost like one moment you want commitment, the next minute you're like, oh, I'm a little bit unsure. So if right now you're feeling that way, you know, when you meet someone for the first time, I can only give you, because they're showing me an image of me right now. So in the water, I'm scrying at the same time. And they're giving me this energy of when I was much younger. I craved to be in a relationship that was stable, that was committed and things like that. And, you know, I was young, sometimes a little bit stupid, you know, and I felt like I want excitement, and you can have the two. But when I would meet someone that was a potential for a loving commitment, I'd almost start to overthink things and start to wonder, do I really want commitment with this person? I would take a step back. I'd start to really overanalyze the connection. And it's almost like I had fast forwarded myself into the future and saw what this potentially could be. And I got scared, even though it's something I wanted. Okay, so sometimes we can create our own fears, our own fear of commitment, by sort of fast forwarding, fast tracking in our heads. We start to dream of the person. Oh, what would it be like if I live with this person? What if we had children together? What if we moved in together? All of those things. What if we took a holiday together and we've only just had the second date? You know, sometimes we can fast forward ourselves and build a fantasy of what we imagine it would be like to be with that person. And then we start to put people on pedestals and we start to expect things of them that perhaps they're incapable of delivering, or that they are, that we expect higher expectations. And, you know, we start to feel a little bit like things are out of balance. Now, I'm only giving you that because we also have the 7 of Cups here. So I do feel like you have choices coming on in when it comes to love, but they're really highlighting this energy of sometimes we fantasize about the love that we want, and then when we feel it doesn't quite meet our expectations, we sort of like drop a potential suitor straight away. I mean, if there's no passion and connection and, you know, attraction, of course, drop that hot potato and leave it behind. But if there is something there that is worth exploring and you're really wanting to go for it, don't allow fear to get in the way. Okay, that's what's just being highlighted here. Now I'm going to pull a card on the Devil card for you just to see what's going on there, because this could be that there is a, you know, a toxic union or someone that you feel bonded to, especially during this Mercury retrograde. Someone from your past feels like you're moving on, especially if you've got a connection with that person. They come running back, okay? Because some people, they like the idea of you being there for them when they want to pick you up. So if you feel that you're bonded to someone that is an unhealthy union, someone from your past who just pops in occasionally, I feel like you're ending that cycle, because it just causes you this pain. It causes you to feel isolated, alone, and it causes you nothing but sadness. So you got to ask yourself, what is the bond giving you? What is it feeding you? Is it a quick fix for that moment? Because I can assure you there's something more healthy and much better for you coming here in the long term. So if there's anybody here that you're very passionate about and they just come on in when it's convenient, or they always give excuses and it never goes to something solid, then it's definitely something for you to highlight and really think about. I'm not here to tell you how to run your life. I'm here to sort of highlight pockets where there may be blockages in order to help you overcome those and see that you are about to be delivered by the universe someone better, someone who actually, you know, loves you fully for who you are. Even those lovable, even those parts of you that you do not love about yourself. There's a new person in town for you, and they're going to love you the way that you want to be loved. We got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this indicates someone in your life, perhaps that you felt very bonded to, who doesn't really make an effort. They don't really put the effort in. And they may also be like, you know, they tend to come in when they're feeling, you know, you may move on. They don't want to lose you because there's like a safety net there. Humans are very, whilst we can all be very spontaneous, we can always sort of have this safety net that we rely on. You know, there's always like a pattern. You go to a certain friend for a certain conversation, or you know, you confide in one person where you wouldn't confide in the other. You know, there's an ex that comes in, you know the drill, they say that they miss you, you know, and you say you miss them back, and then you have a conversation about what it would be like to be together for the rest of your lives, and then it goes quiet. Okay, so it's about noticing patterns that you may be bonded to. I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Magician card in the reverse. So this is about, you know, releasing that control, that magnetism. This person tends to think about you a lot. This is someone that you've already been bonded to. It could have been an unhealthy relationship. It doesn't have to be, you know, toxic. It could be that there is substance abuse going on there, or there's a pattern. This person is obsessed with you, cannot kind of let you go. So the Magician in the reverse indicates, yes, there is something that has been left unexplored in this connection, and that may be keeping the connection open, but it's causing you, this card is causing you the Eight of Swords, which is a sadness. It makes you feel isolated. Perhaps you maybe even feel like that you want to be free, but somehow you feel bonded to this situation with this person, and it's difficult to release yourself from it. Now, my beautiful Leo, you may not want to be with that person at all. Okay, and even if they come back in or not, you may feel that the influence from that circumstance is the thing that is making you feel either less confident in love. Perhaps some of you feel age is a factor. You feel like you're getting older, and you feel a little bit nervous that one of the, you know, a relationship that you had in the past really burnt you. So you feel really cautious. Okay, allow yourself to be free from that. The Eight of Swords is about being really honest with yourself, being really open, and seeing actually the gate is wide open. You can release yourself from this. Okay, because it's causing you nothing but setbacks in love and sadness, and you are lovable. Allow yourself to be loved. Okay, a previous experience, whilst it may have had a damaging effect on the way that you look at love or the way you operate within love, maybe it's knocked your self-esteem or your confidence, made you feel like you look at yourself in a different way. That's the past, and the past is an illusion. We live in the present moment. Okay, embrace yourself for who you are right now. The World card indicates you're moving into a new cycle, a cycle of confidence, a cycle of loving yourself, a cycle of releasing fears, because you've got the release section here, the Moon card. You're releasing fears. You're allowing yourself to move past any obstacles, and there is healing, but there's also new love coming on in, okay? So the World card indicates a goal. The goal is commitment. The goal is releasing any fears, any obstacles, any past situations that have kept you stuck. Even the way that you look at yourself, even if you've not been in a love relationship before, and the way that you look at yourself is not favorable. Sometimes we can go through periods of self-loathing as humans, okay? It's about noticing it. The Devil card is not an evil card. It is a brick wall, or it is a blockage that we've come up against. It can literally be that we look at ourselves with, you know, body dysmorphia, or we look at ourselves where we feel, one day we look at ourselves and say, wow, I look amazing, and the next day you're like, no, not so good. I don't even recognize myself anymore. We have to live moment to moment. The World card indicates you will accomplish your goal of releasing any fears, any blockages, find the confidence that you require, and release yourself from this this stuck period. So if you've been stagnant in love right now, you feel like there's no options around, that's all about to change for you, okay? The Devil card is about releasing yourself, seeing where the blockage is. We all get to the Devil card in our lifetime, okay? It's a brick wall that we all come up against, where we feel that we are powerless to change a circumstance. So right now you may feel you're really isolated and there's nobody about. to love. There's nobody of interest, but that is all about to change. And I feel around about the full moon next month, you're going to meet somebody new and there's a spark. We've got passion here. It's number 14. When you connect to number 14, that is, of course, the Temperance card. So you've been very patient. You've been very patient, rather, okay? And there is a connection coming on in. You have so much passion, so much love to give. But I feel the cards and your guides are trying to highlight noticing red flags where you feel like people coming into your energetic sphere are there for passion and lust or love, okay? So I feel like they're trying to indicate to know the difference. And of course, my beautiful Leo, as you mature, you know the difference, right? It feels different. This new person that's coming in for you is going to be there for you, okay? We've got the Moon card, and the Moon, as you can see, we've got the wolf there. Normally in the Moon card, we've got the wolf and the dog howling at the moon, and it tends to represent, you know, a healthy balance between independence and settling down, being domesticated. So, you know, you're very independent, you're very wild, you're very free, and some people may have said you're too independent or you're too this, you're too that. That is not true, okay? You're exactly the way you're meant to be, my beautiful Leos, so just be aware of that, okay? Anybody who tells you you're too intense for them or that you're too independent for them, that's them projecting their energy and sort of kind of wishing that they were exactly who you are. They're wishing that they could be more of what you are. So just be mindful of that. But the moon, of course, represents fear. Okay, so if you've had previous experiences in love where you felt things did not go your way or left you feeling out in the cold or in some way anxious about opening your heart, know that you're overcoming these fears, okay? The wolf is a pathfinder, so you will find the way. I feel like the universe is guiding you first to love yourself. And I know all tarot readers say, oh, you must love yourself fully and blah, blah, blah. We all say that. It's very important, of course, but it's more than just having, you know, a bath and a massage and having a glass of wine, reading a book and kicking back and relaxing. It is something that we implement through our life, where we look at every situation from friendships, relationships with family, work, where we say, you know what, I value myself and this is my opinion on whatever it is the topic at hand. And, you know, I'm not going to allow myself to be bulldozed or not taken seriously. So I feel like it's about you finding your authentic voice and sort of asking the universe as well for what you want. The cup of love always starts for oneself first. The Knight of Cups is indicative of that meaning. This is a card of, you know, falling in love with every part of yourselves first, because that cup of love, everything we put in there, whether it's obsession, codependency, self-loathing, insecurities, trust issues, that's the cup you're going to give to someone else. So if you're feeling that already, you exchange a cup of love with someone and they give you theirs, and it tends to be a frequency that matches every time you are with somebody, okay? So you're going to be drinking from that. So basically what you want to put in there is self-love, care, devotion, honesty, all the things that you bring to the table, and you're honest with yourself. You will be attracting a vibration and a frequency, and the person that matches that will come into your energetic sphere. So the Knight of Cups indicates that there is a peaceful, loving, passionate connection coming on in here. And with the Moon card, it indicates that both candles, as you can see, will burn bright for each other. There is someone out there right now who's looking for exactly you. So I want you to be aware of that. This person is looking for you and you are looking for them, and you're going to find each other, okay? And I feel like this person has had a similar journey as you have in life. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is a very romantic person, a very passionate, romantic, loving person. This person wants it to go places. Now, you may have, this person may have strong Aquarius, Capricorn, definitely fire. Could be Aries, Leo, Sag in there as well. A little bit of water, so a little bit Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian energy in their chart. So this person is fairly balanced. Okay, I just want you to be aware of that. They're fairly balanced. They have just a little bit of earth to ground them, so that's quite handy. The Knight of Cups, as I said, someone who's very romantic, loving, and this person, their soul song matches yours, okay? Now, where will you meet this person? I feel like you could meet this person at a place where you do something competitive, whether it's, you know, a a pub quiz, whether it is some sort of competition, perhaps you play tennis, or you play a sport, or you're going to a sports game, or you're invited to something. This is something that is unscheduled. Okay, it's like a last minute thing, because we've got the moon card there. That tends to mean a sudden meeting, or suddenly this person is like in your energetic sphere. The moon represents hidden feelings as well. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card on that. There's someone here that is coming in, someone also, because I feel like you have options. There's someone here that you know already. Now, whether this is an ex, you'll have to work that out for yourself. It could be an ex because of that Mercury retrograde, but I feel like someone here who already has feelings for you, my beautiful Leo, but they've had commitment issues. So whether they are with somebody else or whether they just don't want to settle down, I feel like you know who this person is. But there is also someone new coming on in that actually you will choose the new person is what I'm getting, okay? Because I feel like you will see who is meant for you and who is not, okay? I'm going to pull a card on that in a moment. Seven of Cups represents fantasy, but it also represents choice. So it's about whatever you're fantasizing about right now, whatever you're choosing for your life, you're magnetizing it towards you, okay? Seven of Cups is also an indication that you're going to get a wish come true, but it can also sort of indicate that there's someone who's got a lot of passion for you. They fantasize about you a lot, but they're not committing to a high level commitment with you. They're not committing to a relationship. So I'm just going to pull a card on that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Two of Pentacles. Okay. Now, it's not someone, they were not two-timing you or anything like that. They're not juggling you with anybody else. This person, let's see. Yeah, it's just that they're not making the effort. They're not putting the effort in. They're not wanting something solid. So this may be somebody, they're not, you know, sort of connecting to you and another person, but it's like they don't want to settle down, or they don't want a high-level commitment. So this is someone you already know. You may know who this person is. You both may have a frisson between each other. How does my beautiful Leo feel about this person? Ooh. Okay, so this is the Lovers card. So you may feel like this person is a soulmate, or you may even feel like this person is a twin flame. Okay, you may feel like this person is perfect for you, but if you're looking for commitment and this person's not putting the effort in, then, I mean, you got to ask yourself, what are you getting out of this connection? And if you feel like the answer is passion and, you know, just a quick fix, then of course, if that's what you're looking for, great. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit deeper, then you have to ask yourself, well, there's one thing. We can never change another person, okay? So if a person has told you that they don't want to settle down or don't want to be in a high-level commitment, things like that, take them at their word, always, okay? If they change their mind, they'll tell you, but take them at their word, because when we think that, oh, you know, they think that now, but maybe in the future, then we're actually having unrealistic expectations and hurting ourselves later on. So just something to be aware of. But the Lovers card indicates choice. This is the choice card. So you definitely have a choice between this person, which I feel is a bit of a temporary fix, something that, you know, is very passionate, but there's something a little bit more long-term coming on in for you. And you will, I feel like you pick that person, the person that is long-term. We got soul connection, so this is the Lovers card as well. 42, when you reduce it, 4 plus 2 is 6, the Lovers card. So you're definitely getting a love connection coming on in, someone who is meant for you, a soulmate, as you will, okay? And this is someone who actually sees you for who you are. This is something that gives you hope. This is a person, I feel like this person, well, you or this person could be someone who is well known within the community, or someone who has a desire to be famous, because we have the star energy here, okay? This is someone that really sparks with you. There's an instant connection, and you can see this person, this new person, you can see this person immediately, a future with this person, okay? So when you meet somebody new, where I feel like it's a competitive place, I mean, it could be that you meet this person at work and, you know, it's a competitive environment. So please apply it to your situation. But the star indicates you will see this person and you will see a future with this person, and it's a wish come true, okay? So I always say to people, if you're looking for love, visualize the sort of person you want to be with. See them in your mind's eye. See yourself in the future with that person. And I don't mean like, I want you to see them as if you've got it now, okay? See yourself having a meal with that person, taking a shower with that person, in bed with that person, having dinner with that person. See it like you got a family, whatever it is you're looking for in a relationship, visualize, because the Seven of Cups indicates fantasy. People, you know, whenever we were at school, the teacher would always say, stop daydreaming. You know, daydreaming is visualization, okay? It's manifestation. So it's very important to keep those images alive, because what you think about, you bring about. So be mindful of that. Now we've got the Five of Wands, which indicates rivalry, choice. As you can see, you get to choose. We've got like a chessboard there, and she is picking between two players. Okay, now there's one that's really close to her chest there. So this may be someone that you already know. And there's another one that's coming on in a little bit later. And I feel like this person is a bit more romantic, a little bit more chivalrous. They know where they want to go. They know they want a long-term relationship. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. So I definitely feel like there's someone coming on in that you will have to choose from, okay? What they're showing me is that any previous circumstances that you've encountered in love have prepared you for meeting the one. So the good, the bad, and the ugly of past relationships, even if you've never had a relationship, you have been learning how to be ready and love yourself and value yourself for this moment. We've got a Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about communication. It's about joy. It's about success. It is about getting what you truly desire. All that hard work will be rewarding. That hard work is personal growth. So Six of Wands indicates you're moving forward, and you're going to get a sweet reward at the end of it, which is a soul connection. So I definitely feel like there's love coming on in here for you. You're definitely meeting someone who has very deep feelings, someone who's very respectful. I would say be mindful of putting people on a pedestal, because again, remember, we're looking up when we put people on a pedestal, and we want things to be reciprocal, okay? Six of Wands also indicates messages flying back and forth, back and forth. So, you know, you may be messaging someone back and forth and getting to know them a little bit deeper, on a deeper level. First, before you actually start dating them in the physical realm. Okay, so that's again building a foundation. I mean, some of you may meet this person online because of all the messaging I'm seeing going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're actually showing me a rose being dropped on a table. Okay, and it's almost like slow-mo. I'm seeing like this rose, it's a beautiful bouncy rose is just going bang, bang on the table, like someone drops a rose on the table. Tables represent stability. Okay, and because of course roses represent romance, so they're just showing me that in the water as I'm scrying. So this may be that when you go on a date with this new person, they bring a rose, or there is a conversation about a rose, something about a rose. I mean, it may even be that your name is Rose, or the person that you meet is Rose if you're looking for a feminine energy. So please take it as it resonates. They're just showing me a rose bouncing on the table, okay, being dropped on the table. So I'll leave it there. I'm just going to get a final card before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Play, okay? So, dolphins. Dolphins maybe represents... sorry, just give me an image. One moment, please. Okay, they're showing me a couple of things, and I've got a song coming as well. Wow, it's all at once. Nothing happened in the reading, and then all of a sudden I'm being bombarded. So they're showing me the number 1313. Okay, so this is a number where either you may meet this new person, or you may be watching this video at 1313. Could also be that the digits of the new person's cell phone number is 1313, or they live at 1313. So watch out for that. 13 is the number of change as well, transformation. But they're also showing me the image of cherries. So cherries may be a factor. For example, you may meet this person where they sell cherries, or where you see a billboard with a picture of cherries, or maybe a painting with cherries on it. So please take it as it resonates. Look out for cherries. It could also be that, for example, you just gone and bought cherries, or you're eating cherries as you're listening to this reading. So please take it as it resonates. And finally, the song, I really need to connect to that. One moment, please. I'm a little braver. I'm a little wilder. I am stand a bit closer to the light. I couldn't quite grasp that bit. It was very muffled. I think it said I'm standing, or I stand a bit closer to the light, or something like that. I don't know what that song is. I've never heard it, so I'm gonna have to look that up. It sounds like feminine energy that sings a song, so I'm gonna have to look it up. But I mean, you've got the star energy as well. The star is about standing out from the crowd. Perhaps there's some sort of unique light that you or the person is standing next to when you first meet each other. Because even the line of the song says, I stand a bit closer to the light. Maybe this is about you allowing yourself to shine if you're shy. I mean, easier said than done, I know. You've got the moon and the star here. So this is about overcoming fears and allowing yourself to shine. Okay, you stand out from the crowd. I feel like you're being picked by this new person. They fall in love with you. This person is open. They wear their heart on their sleeve. Anyway, let's get back to this card. It says, dolphin play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. I mean, as I said, even dolphins may be relevant in some way for your meeting of this person. They may support a team with dolphins in it, or they bring you to an aquarium on a first date. So again, please take it as it resonates. They may even have it like a dolphin tattoo if you're into dolphins. So yeah, please take it as it resonates. But dolphins represent having fun, allowing yourself to find joy living in the moment. Oh, we got guitar, okay? Now, whenever we get the guitar, it's all about frequency, raising your frequency, your vibrations, tuning into what you want, being really clear. And of course, I mentioned the soul song because my guides just said soul song to me. So it's about your soul song tapping into someone else's in the same way. So this person is searching you as much as you are searching them. And you're going to come together. Oh, that was a bit cheesy because they just gave me come together and make sweet music together. That was a bit cheesy, I gotta be honest. But I mean, that's what, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I have to give you everything that they give me, okay? Now also with the guitar, it could be that you perhaps guitars or a place of music is important as well when you meet this person. It means nothing to me in this moment, and it may also mean nothing to you in this moment, but as we move throughout the next 4 to 5 weeks, the messages become clear and you're like, all of a sudden, you may see like loads of cherries on the floor, or you see someone with a dolphin tattoo just before you go to meet somebody new on a date. So look out for the signs. They want me to put this on the star. And they're mentioning, oh yeah, there's 2 stars on the guitar as well. So either you and this person, perhaps you're famous, or perhaps you're wanting to be in the public eye in some way. I feel like both of you are very attractive and both of you stand out from the crowd. And I feel like you're going to be quite a power couple. Let's put it that way. Okay. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Leo. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo. Love and light.